Finding a comfortable sitting position with the seat bones at the edge of a seat and the feet flat on the floor. This will allow us to rock the hips forwards and backwards on the sit bones. And allow yourself to really feel the connection between the support beneath you and your body, the feet on the floor, the sit bones and the buttocks and the legs on the chair. And have a little scan through the body to notice if you're holding tension anywhere. And see if you can just allow this tension to melt away down through the body into the earth, the support beneath you. Letting the ground support you, not needing to hold on. And letting gravity do its work. And as the body drops down into support beneath, we can notice and allow the spine to lift up from the hips, from the base of the spine, elongating, opening. Right up to the head, floating on top of the spine, as though there's a rope in the crown in the middle of the top of the head, just very lightly pulling upwards. Allowing the shoulders to drop, the jaw to drop, the hips to let go just a little bit more, and the forehead. And the belly. And start to notice the breath. Not changing the breath in any way. Just seeing how it's naturally flowing in and flowing out. And then we bring our attention right down to the base of the spine and to the perineum, to the root and to the anus. And as we breathe, we imagine we're actually breathing in through the root. As we breathe in, imagining the anus opening. And as we breathe out, we imagine it relaxing, or feel it relaxing. And it's okay if you don't feel this, you can just visualize it. Breathing right the way down. And this area is super important for our relaxation. We hold a lot of tension in this area. And that's why it's so important to bring attention here and to release and relax. And then we're going to bring our attention to our belly. And breathe into the belly. As we breathe in, the belly drops and expands. As we breathe out, it releases and relaxes. And as we do this, we're massaging and bringing awareness to our enteric nervous system. This is the gut brain. Our bellies have their own nervous system that works independently from the central nervous system. This is a very old part of our evolution. And this is where we make our gut decisions, where we really notice what's right for us, what's not right for us. This is an intelligence, a feeling, inner intelligence. And as we breathe in and out, we bring more awareness and more connection to this intelligence. This is the place where we not only digest food, but our experiences. And then we move up into the chest, breathing into the chest, into the lungs, from the bottom of the lungs right to the top, reaching up to our collarbones and right the way down to the bottom of our rib cage, at the front and at the back. And as we breathe, our diaphragm expands and contracts. And we massage our heart, this center of our longings, our vulnerabilities, our inspiration, our passions. This intelligence. And also here we have a nervous system of its own called the cardiac nervous system, a little brain in the heart. It controls its own beat. And as we breathe, we bring awareness and connection to all of this, all these parts of ourselves, all this wisdom. And then we bring attention to our spine, this column that connects the whole nervous system, all the systems of our nerves, to the brain, to the heart, to the gut, all around our body, into our limbs. And we have a skin or a membrane that's around the spine called the dura mater. And when we are needing to fight or flight, when our sympathetic nervous system is aroused, this becomes contracted so that we're not feeling so much, so that the blood goes to our limbs for action. And this is very useful when we're in danger. But the sympathetic nervous system can get overstimulated, and a lot of us can be stuck there. And so this contraction maintains around the spine, and when we want to make decisions or interact with people, then we are cut off from feeling the feelings, our intuition, our gut feelings, our heart. And this can create disconnection. So we want to bring attention to the spine and to the dura, and just breathe into the spine. As we breathe in, we expand the spinal column and this membrane. As we breathe out, we relax and release any tensions. And this allows the spinal fluid to flow more freely, and for messages to be passed around the body from the brain to the brain. And as you breathe, you might notice that the hips rock back and forwards, that you rock on your sitting bones. And this is a natural movement with our breath. We've trained our bodies through tension not to move so much. But this really allows blockages to be released and the spinal fluid to flow. And so if it's not naturally happening for you, you might want to let it just happen by rocking slightly forwards and back as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And this membrane around the spine reaches the whole way up to the head and joins with the membrane around the brain. And of course, if this membrane is tight, then not as much spinal fluid, not as much information can travel as easily to the brain. So if the dura is relaxed, then the membrane starts to relax. And more connection and awareness can happen between the brain and the head, the brain and the heart, the brain and the belly. And then we are making decisions and interacting with life from a more holistic perspective. So allowing the awareness of the brain and the head, in the heart and in the belly, being connected through the spine And supported by this relaxation and openness in the root, and our surrendering to the support of the earth, allowing us to release tensions through the body. And you may feel this, or you may just visualize this connection, this openness, this wholeness. Then gently taking a few deeper breaths right from the root, through the belly, through the chest, up and even into the head. And releasing with a sigh. And again, deep breath in. And releasing with a little sound. And finally breathing in through the whole body, even into the limbs and the hands and the feet. Breathing in. And releasing with a sound, and any movement, stretching, shaking that feels good. Coming back to the room, remembering where you are, feeling connected with this day and this time. And when you feel ready, softly letting the eyes begin to let a little light in, noticing the colors, the shapes, and letting the eyes open. And just notice how your body feels now in comparison to when you started. And may you bring this connection into any decisions that you have to make, any interactions, so that you're able to feel more of what the whole of you wishes, what the whole of you is asking for, as a connected whole being. I hope that you have a beautiful day or night, and stay connected with me. Let me know how this meditation made you feel, if you had any revelations, or if you wish for any support. I'm here for one-to-one sessions, and you can always message me with a question or a comment. Much love and light from me, Rachael Nitya Lindsay.